Okay, this is going to be the second video of the Classic Audio Effects Volume Roller Knob pedal. The first video was with a pedal that was a little malfunctioning. The roller knob, as you can see, is really tight on the right hand side and at the top, and it has a lot of space in the left side and the bottom. And that was the only issue I had, as far as it's a little gritty feeling as you go up and down on the volume knob. Had no issues with the sound whatsoever. But the guys at Classic Audio heard my cry, and they sent me a new one. So I'll be sending the other one back. So this is what a very good functioning pedal would look like. It's got the roller knob. There's plenty of space at the bottom. Still a little tight at the top, but it's not hitting the casing. And the knob itself is free floating, so I have room on the right, room on the left. And so it's, you know, it's good. It operates well with your foot as long as you're not shoving it to one side or the other. You're not going to have any kind of grit issues. So a couple of things. Just the pedal itself is powered. You got your top mount female 1/4-inch adapters, or 1/4-inch ports, and this is your light that tells you how high your volume is. It gets pretty bright. Some people had some complaints about that in the other video. You can't please everybody, but in a very well lit place, it comes in handy. The knob itself, I say it goes about 2 thumb turns. You got from bottom to top, that's about halfway up, bottom to top, and then that's as far up as it's going to go. So we'll go ahead and get this hooked up. Just like in the last video, I prefer my volume pedal to be in the effects loop, so it's after the amp, or after the preamp. That way it doesn't affect the drive. So with if you put it before your drives and you have it halfway up, you're going to have a halfway driven sound. With this placement, it's going to be in the effects loop. It will be a fully driven sound at lower volumes, or higher volumes, however you decide to put it. So anyway, here we go. We'll get it hooked up. And again, this isn't for everybody. I tend to like it. It's a space saver. I've got a little briefcase, so something like an Ernie Ball or a Morley would be huge for this little thing here. I have a very simple setup, and this pedal fits in just fine. The casing itself is a little bit higher than your normal casing. I've got a TC flashback. You can tell they're about the same, you know, square-wise. But it comes up a little more. That way you're not hitting switches and knobs and things like that when you're using your foot. And then the knob itself is, of course, raised up, so it's great. In fact, this pedal sits into the briefcase a little bit. So if I take, say this is my foot, if I've got it perfectly level, it goes up real smooth. No balance issues, anything like that. A lot of people think, you know, may lose a little balance because you're having to focus on putting your foot up and down and going back and forth, but that's not been an issue for me. Anyway, here's the light at no volume. I'll go ahead and push it up to about halfway, and then we'll push it up to all the way up there. It's pretty bright. I tend to like it. So anyway, we'll go and hook it up. This is the guitar at full volume. So, now this is something you want to kind of keep in mind. If I'm going to take it down, you don't want to start with your toe, because see, I'm already out of room and I've got plenty more volume to go to get down to being off. So you want to be conscious of what you're starting with. If you're all the way up and you want to go down, you start with your heel or about the middle of your foot. So you basically cover the pedal, pull back, and I've reached 0 volume, and I still have, you know, a good full toe on there. Of course, some people will be using shoes, socks, bare feet, whatever. Anyway, same thing going up. You want to start at the toe, come on up. All right? All right. So we've got nothing. So we'll go ahead and go up a little bit here. It's just about a quarter way. Go up a little more. response time, absolutely no extra noise, no scratchy sounds, no scratchy pots or anything. Now it does run on a band similar to how the Ernie Ball volume pedal is, but it's not a simple little string. It's actually a pretty well made band, and it's got some little sticky glue stuff in it that keeps it lubricated. So no issues there. It's been great. Nobody's had any complaints that I know about. So anyway, go and throw some delay and some reverb on there. A lot of people like to use their volume pedals, especially in the effects loops, for swells. So we'll go ahead and kind of get a pretty good amount of ambience there. In fact, I'll actually turn it down some. So. Use the other foot, just show you it's no issues with balance. Of course, different people are different people, but got plenty of room to swell. Come on back down. And that is the Classic Audio Effects Volume Roller Knob. Let me know if you have any questions. As far as volume placement, I do have another video, if you look in my videos, where I'm using an Ernie Vol, where it shows what sounds you get if you put it before your drive, after your drive, in the effects loop, at the first, at the end. Anyway, so if you have any questions, let me know, but I really like this pedal. It's a great price, great quality, and just an all-around good pedal. Anyway, thanks for listening.